Welcome to the Rotunda, the longest-running maternity hospital in the world and the busiest in Europe. It has seen the birth of almost 1 million Dubliners, and some 24 new babies are added to that number every day.
Well done.
Congratulations.
It's a place of extreme highs and devastating lows.
Please cry.
Agony and ecstasy, all happening second to second.
Lovely little fella.
We're there for the most intimate of moments as people experience events which will change their lives forever.
Yeah, the baby's almost out. Come on.
Events to be remembered and retold for generations to come.
Well done. You're okay. Your baby's nearly here. Oh, here we go.
I'm now here 18 years, and on the first day I was going into the canteen for my lunch and I tripped on the back stairs, so I landed with a bang on the first day. I actually had to get my lip stitched, but anyway, sure, it was grand. I had to come back the next day, I had no choice.
Arriving in the labour ward are teenagers Jake and Alex, who are expecting their first baby today. They're no longer a couple, so they plan to co-parent. Also supporting Alex is her mum Linda. Jake doesn't think her first impressions of him were good.
Don't think she liked me, being straight about it. But I think she's okay with me now, I hope, anyway.
Are you alright, Jake?
No, calm. Not bothering me.
You're not the one giving birth.
They know their place, men here.
Well, I didn't tell my mum until I was actually in a hospital for the booking appointments.
So you actually told her by text?
Yeah, I did. My mum just cried for a few days, but eventually she accepted it and she was grand. But she was so supportive and she supported me through the whole pregnancy, which was so good as well. We actually met online, but he doesn't like to say that. We met on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
You from Nab and you from Swords?
Yeah.
Where did you meet?
On Tinder.
Where?
On Tinder.
We were kind of on and off for a while.
Yeah.
Up until about, I'd say January, we were solid up until like January, and then we were on and off.
12 to 5.
Are you going to go back to college or what are you doing?
Not this year, no. I'm doing an apprenticeship this year.
Football as well?
No, steel.
When Jake found out Alex was pregnant, he made the difficult decision to turn down a football scholarship in the US.
Football was everything from a young age for me. I signed for Shelbourne, then I signed for Cherry Orchard. I went back to Shelbourne to play League of Ireland. It was rough to accept, but then, as my mother puts it, you know, what's for you won't pass you by.
In Spain, at least, everybody's crazy about the football.
Is there any famous football players from Spain?
Yeah.
Who?
Them all.
Who?
All of them, yeah.
All of them. Pedro.
Pedro, yeah.
There's Pedro, there's Casillas, Valdez, there's loads. Piqué, Sergio Ramos.
Piqué, yeah.
Arbeloa.
There's...
Azpilicueta. David De Gea.
Is that the one? Is that one of
He
them?
knows
The
better.
one that bit like the other person?
No, that's Luis Suarez you're thinking of.
It was the same thing the whole way through, on and off,
Yeah.
because we were just both childish, not gonna lie. We
Yeah.
both just couldn't talk to each other without arguing.
Yeah. Oh,
So
all the time.
I just walk away from the conversation and she'd do the same.
I haven't a clue what I'm looking at.
Baby's heart rate's there. Top one. Put your glasses on.
Sure.
The glass. That's it. Like my parents aren't together, so I naturally just wanted to have a family, like the dad and mum together, and to obviously have a family. But like it wasn't working out with me and Jake, and I obviously didn't think I was so upset at first, thinking, oh, my baby's not gonna have a proper family. But obviously, as more of my pregnancy went in, I was like, my baby would be fine. Like me and Jake were gonna co-parent anyway.
Be here.
What?
She's just gonna be here.
Yeah, she can't wait. That's where they get weighed.
Then she gets put here.
I just didn't think it would be good for the baby to grow up in that kind of environment where me and Alex argue every week and she sees that and thinks that's normal. Then when she gets to like 16 or 17, she picks up with a bloke that argues with her constantly and is probably rude to her and doesn't treat her nice, and she thinks that's normal, like when that's not normal. It's not how you're meant to be.
Potatoes and lights. Hold on a minute there, sorry.
sorry. I don't know, I didn't hear anything about it, Paula. Yeah. All right then. Hello, who's that?
Hi. I said I know all the stuff here. And I feel like part of furniture.
Waiting for a scan at fetal assessment, mum of one, Kate, didn't have to look too far to meet her husband, Peter.
It was an office romance back
We
in the
worked
day.
together.
Yeah.
We both worked in the bank. We tried to keep it secret at the time because he was a manager, or like kind of a manager level, and I wasn't. So it would have been kind of frowned upon. So we thought we were keeping a secret, but it was like the worst kept secret, I think. I think everybody knew.
And the rest is history, as they say, you know. So what, 12 years on now, are we?
Nearly 13. Yeah, nearly 13.
Yeah.
Kate comes in to be scanned every week because she's at high risk of a preterm delivery. Her first child, Billy, was born suddenly at just 24 weeks.
My back's been at me actually.
You'll start noticing symptoms that you wouldn't have kind of gotten to the stage of getting last time. So.
Yeah, and remind myself not to complain too much.
No. So she's head down. Yeah.
Today, Kate is at nearly 27 weeks gestation, and so far, so good. It was a very different situation the first time round.
I was having the bleeding and cramps, but you're not thinking straight. You're just thinking, go to A&E, get it checked out, get the all clear, come home. And then carry on with our day. You're not thinking, we're having the baby now. Like the shock of how small he was the only thing that you could think about at the time. It kind of takes your breath away. Like, he's probably the length of our hand.
They kind of had to run various tests, and they had to obviously put the
He's
line...
ventilated straight away.
The line in to ventilate him, etc. He was kind of just taken away then to be examined further, and then we went into the recovery room just in next door, and then he was whisked up to the ICU then thereafter.
127 days that he had in hospital was very up and down. Thankfully he came through it. Thankfully we got to take our little baby boy home. He came home in oxygen for 6 months. Billy was 1 year and 3 months when I got pregnant, so it's still very fresh, and kind of around the year mark is when you're kind of coming out of the trauma.
Kate was extremely nervous, even when I met her before she got pregnant, even making that decision as to whether to embark on a second pregnancy, because with one very, very early delivery as she had with Billy, there was a very significant risk that she would deliver preterm again.
I had 2 recent days in hospital. I had kind of 2 scares that I possibly might have given birth early, but they didn't progress, luckily. I'm really, really happy to have gotten this far, to think that I was, once wondering would I reach past 24 weeks, to now actually have well bypassed that and gotten this far. I had this kind of dream that I want her to have her with me in the ward for the few days, so I didn't have any of this the last time, so I could change her and look after her for those few days. I think it's a really special experience for her, so hopefully.
The recent referendum that changed the approach to termination of pregnancy in Ireland represented one of the biggest changes and the biggest challenges in the history of the Rotunda. It is absolutely essential for the Rotunda to at all times ensure that patients trust us, that they know that the advice they're getting from us isn't based on our personal view, but our advice is based purely on the medical facts. What are the options that the patient has available to them, and helping them choose the right option for that patient.
So keep breathing.
In the delivery suite, Alex's pains are increasing and she's thinking of having an epidural.
Too much, is it? Yeah. You're doing good, homie. Keep it up. Yeah, she's getting an epidural now. That's what she's looking to get. Yeah, they're coming every 2 minutes. Yeah, they're really strong, like. There was one last night in where we were only induced to take another room, and she was huffing away on the gas, like, do you know what I mean? And there's people roaring and screaming in there, and like people roared and screamed getting the water broken, she didn't, so she's proper trooper and through, like, you know. She's doing well, like.
Just 5 minutes since having her epidural, Alex isn't feeling quite right.
Is it normal to feel like a bit like lightheaded?
We did epidural, yeah. So let me do this again. She did have an episode of low blood pressure. She was feeling lightheaded, she was sweaty and feeling unwell. And the baby's heart rate was dropping. So I just rang the bell and Annette came in the room.
I'll give the nieces a shout as well.
Yeah.
He's here.
Is he? Just let's see. Can I put the oxygen max on?
Anaesthetics around. You're dropping the blood pressure. She's symptomatic. The baby's heartbeat's dropped.
How much is 5? On the other, yeah. That's it.
Am I okay?
Sherry?
It's okay. Your blood pressure's dropped a little bit, so we just check.
All of a sudden, like, my blood pressure went down and the baby wasn't doing well, and then all these doctors were like flooding around me.
What is the blood pressure?
93.50.
She's symptomatic with it.
And it was 126.
Yeah, right. Jack's my name, another one of the answers.
Am I okay?
You're okay, your blood pressure's dropped a little bit.
feeling a bit dizzy?
No.
No, that's passed over. Okay.
It's quite common with the epidural for your blood pressure to fall a bit, but yours maybe has gone a bit beyond.
So this is just to help the blood pressure.
Okay.
It's quite normal, don't worry. And how is the baby?
It's still, yeah.
Take this side there. I might just stop.
Squeeze my hand, yeah, feel it.
I went for a chicken fillet roll.
Yeah. He went for food, like.
Trying to recover, sir. We're okay here.
I knew I was in good hands, and that's all that was running through my mind. I wasn't scared because I know they know what they're doing, like they're doctors, and like they went to college for this, and they knew, like they know, so I wasn't scared.
Let's take this off. Baby's all good.
Have I dilated or anything?
4 centimetres. 1. Oh, I just said 4. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was like, oh, 4.
You were hoping.
Right.
You missed it.
It's fine.
Missed what?
My blood pressure dropped. And
Did it?
She just doesn't make big deals of things, and she wouldn't tell you. Like, if she was in pain or anything like that, she'd try her best not to let you know.
But now the blood pressure's come up and the baby's heart beat as well.
Looking forward to getting this baby into your arms for skin to skin.
Kate has made it to just over 37 weeks of pregnancy. She and Peter are arriving in theatre for her planned cesarean.
We're going to have a baby. So Kate had what we call a J-shaped incision on her womb when she was delivered with Billy. So for that reason, we felt that it wasn't safe to labour. Look forward to meeting this little bambino now very shortly. All right, I'll see you in there in a few minutes, okay?
I don't think I could have gone through another premature birth again.
Not 24 weeks, not a 24 week. But then, like, you have to ask yourself the question: if it happened, you know the choice. But
true,
to cope with it.
Yeah, you just get into it then. Yeah.
Okay, just starting. This was a planned cesarean section. Everything was nice and calm. I think such a different experience for Kate and Peter to the delivery of Billy. Sit, thanks. Hello, gorgeous. Drop the drapes a little. Hello, hi. You're gorgeous. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Can you see her? No. Oh, she's doty.
It was kind of a joyous occasion, hearing the baby cry. She got to cuddle her. It's a completely different experience. It was what we had expected the first time around, you know.
The name Kate and Peter have chosen for their new baby has special meaning.
I lost my twin sister. It's going on 9 years now. So her name was Ruth, and I always said that if I had a daughter, I'd call her Ruth.
It's just amazing to hold her, you know? Amazing to see. Yeah, it is.
There's no wires coming out of her, and that she can actually, I was like lifting her up going, where's all her equipment? Like,
3 days later, Billy is visiting his sister for the first time in a place where, as a critically ill newborn, he spent his first months.
Hello. Hello. Little man. Hiya. Hello. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you. Yeah. Give me a kiss.
For us, it was the end of the kind of traumatic time and the beginning of the best time. It felt like the two times we're meeting. And I know that sounds really corny, but it's the only way to describe it.
We're going back to Billy's first home, where he stayed for 16 weeks. So, neonatal ICU. Julie, how are you? Look, Fab. Now, little man, yeah. Look after you so well.
You go the wrong way.
No. Different baby, isn't he, Julie?
Oh my God, huge. The red hair.
I know. Didn't lose that. She looked after him in the first week. Yeah, on Paddy's Day. Do you remember on Paddy's Day? Yeah. Bye-bye.
You go home with your 2-year-old who's kicking and roaring and screaming in the back seat like any 2-year-old should be, and your newborn baby all packaged ready to go like a normal baby. And it's just like, when we drove home from the hospital, I thought, we're actually leaving the bad days behind us. I can feel it. It's, you know.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like she's using a bit of gas, but she's just like, you know, she's not really.
She's not like.
No, she's like, and then, you know.
More than 30 hours since she was induced, Alex's labour is progressing very slowly. She's been told it might go to C-section.
I thought when you get induced, like you have it that day, I didn't think it took about a fucking week.
I told you.
They could have induced you and just sent you home, realistically.
Hardly. What if I had her then?
You weren't.
Depends
though.
on the person.
You didn't know at all.
I know, but it depends on the person, though.
But you didn't know.
I know. Did you, when you were in third class, did you ever grow like one of those little plants?
Yeah.
And then put your name on it. What?
Grass heads.
Yeah.
Sock filled with seeds and that. Yeah. Cool looking thing.
Do you remember you had to bring? Did you bring in your own yogurt pot, or did they give you something to put it in?
We had to bring in our own.
Same.
Whoa.
I loved when it was a communion year, because you just do so much colouring and stuff. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Can you itch my belly for me?
Which part?
I hear it's tight. I can't itch. I can't feel it. I have no nails.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. It's good.
That's it?
Yeah. Oh. I thought he was really supportive. Like, he was like, oh, you can do it, and he held my hand, and he was reassuring me a lot that, like, obviously, like, you can do this, and I was a bit scared, I was.
Good hug. You're doing really well. Really proud of you, okay?
Thank you.
I'm kissing you out, but you smell like sick.
No, I don't.
You do.
Thank you.
Fuck you. It's the reason you're in this mess.
Your fault.
It's not my fault, it's your fault.
Your fault too.
Partial.
Partial, yeah.
Argument. It's argutative.
I've worked in so many places. I think I'm chefing now about 22 years, 23 years. And working from the top Michelin star, I have to say working in the Rotunda has been more satisfying for the women in bed, and they could be really tired, really sick. And to take that lid off and say, yes, that is gorgeous, I'm going to enjoy this. And if it gives them 5 or 10 minutes, to me, that's brilliant. I'm delighted with that.
Waiting for her 20-week scan, Natasha is 21 years old. Expecting twins, she's soon to be a mum of 4.
When I found out it was twins, I actually wasn't even that shocked. It was just because the ones in my family are really strong, but I'm actually really excited. I can't wait.
I asked her to get with me when we were 14. I texted her saying, do you want to be my girlfriend? There's no really date, like.
No, there's no date.
So we always said, like, oh, we'd want kids, but, like, never discussed, like, when.
Yeah, I never thought it was going to be so soon.
Are you feeling baby's moving yet?
Like, in the last 2 to 3 days, I've felt...
Here with Natasha and Andrew today is Natasha's mum, Naomi, who is a twin herself. Natasha and Andrew's first child, Tyler, has cystic fibrosis, a genetically inherited disease affecting the lungs and digestive system.
So he's gone now, he has cystic fibrosis though. When they noticed that he had a blockage, they suggested, like, oh, does anyone in the family have cystic fibrosis, or have you heard of it before? And none of us have heard it. Like, we didn't even know we were carriers.
It was hard at the start because we were still getting used to all his medicines.
He's on 6 nebulizers a day. He takes 3 in the morning and 3 at night. He gets physio, like, he can get, like, either, like, tapping or cupping and, like, a pep mask that, like he breathes through, and, like, it like, restricts his airways, like, to open them more. He likes going to the CF unit. He can play there, and people are coming in, obviously, like, they're paying him attention, and obviously he loves the attention. But when it comes to being admitted into hospital, like A&E or anything, he hates it, because, like, he hates needles, like, he's terrified of them. And especially, like, seeing him, like, when he's screaming, crying in pain, like, you literally can't do anything, like.
There's a 50% chance that at least one of the twins will be affected by cystic fibrosis. Natasha and Andrew didn't want to do a test for it during pregnancy, so it won't be until the twins are born that they will know if they are affected.
Well, exactly. That's exactly it.
Obviously, I hope they don't have the CF, like, obviously, like, because I don't want them to go through, like, what Tyler's been through, like, as in, like, hospital stays and, like, constantly getting poked with needles. If they do have the CF, like, it's going to be the same, like, just adding in 2 extra babies, like. I know it sounds bad, but, like I didn't think, like, oh, CF would ever stop us from having more kids, though. Did you? No. I just thought, like if they have CF, like, obviously, like it's an illness and, like, it's not nice, but, like, they still have life and they still can, like, achieve stuff.
Great. Structurally, I don't have any concerns with the babies.
Yeah.
The scans are never 100%. Twin 2 is a little bit smaller, but still within the graph, so nothing to worry about. Okay. Lovely. There you go. Congratulations. Lots of pictures to have a look at. Here, Daddy. Oh, look.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Will you stop dropping stuff? Thanks very much.
Alex has been labouring for 7 hours in delivery suite 1. She's only 2 centimetres dilated. A C-section is looking ever more likely.
Hi, how are you? They changed your shift at this stage on the night staff.
Hi.
So they're leaving you till 9 to make the decision.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get you in a gown anyway, okay?
I have been told that Alex was probably going to have a caesarean section because the tracing at times, the doctors weren't happy about it, but we were going to give her another short while, and the contractions began to build up again.
I'm going to stop in a few seconds now. That's it.
I feel a bit sick.
I get you to Well, yeah, it's just she's in more pain now, Jake, and the epidural isn't really working that well. So she doesn't want to be any more pain.
You haven't a clue. You're just part of the furniture. You're just watching, that's all. The women do everything.
Okay, so what we didn't want to happen is, remember when you got the epidural and the baby's heart rate dropped because your blood pressure dropped. So we want to go very softly with the top up.
Want Jake to hold your hand? That's it, do your breathing. Good girl.
Newfound respect, honest to God, because, like, as a bloke, when you think about women having kids, you're like, oh, why are they making a big deal, like, you know, have the kid, like. But when you see that now, when you're actually in the room and you see her having that kid and you see what she's going through, it's completely different. You never think you can feel like that about someone till you see them having the kid, till you see what they're going through for you or for your child. It's amazing to see, like.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't said anything like that.
I heard you feeling a bit of pressure.
Yeah.
That's good. So I might just check on you. She's coming. You're ready to have your 10.
So I was so shocked. I was like, from 2 to 10. I'm actually...
Yeah.
So we were all so excited. It was looking less likely that she was going to need a cesarean section.
Now you've got one there now. So just take the gas away. That's it. And just give me a push down it. Drop out the knees a little bit.
No, it literally felt like 10 minutes. I actually don't know how much I pushed for.
Good girl. Blow, blow. Just drop out your knees now and blow. Good girl. Just drop out your knees. Good girl. Good girl. Another small little push. Now keep the legs nice and relaxed. They're nice and relaxed. Good girl. You're brilliant.
Just 3 pushes, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, like she was coming, she was literally coming so quick, like I felt the urge just to push and push.
Good girl. Well done. Keep the legs nice and relaxed. Good girl. You're doing it now, you're doing it.
That's it, keep pushing.
That's it, you're brilliant.
Now she's there.
She's coming now.
She's coming.
Another little bit, another little push.
Another push.
Good girl. Well done. Now we just take the cord from her neck.
There you go.
She's absolutely gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Well done to you.
Well done.
Jake, Daddy. Now, here we go. Now, see the white bit? You just cut after that. Good man. Yeah, just here, yeah. Go ahead, don't worry, do our piggy. That's it, now go on.
Once I cut the cord, like, there was just that connection was there. Like, it's weird to explain, but when it came out, it doesn't feel like, and then you cut the cord, and like, that's what dads do. I'm now dad.
Ah, she's so lovely.
She's gorgeous.
Now.
There you go.
Now. Now.
Hello, Missy.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you.
I don't know how to explain it, like we just connected again, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Not bad, was it?
Like I felt like it's never going to work because we're always fighting all the time. Like once, like when Amelia came here, I felt like that all went away and it's all stupid, and like I do feel like we can actually be together now. Like we do understand each other a lot, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
You are the image of your mother, honest to God.
Yeah, it kind of comes down to respect. Like, I found a whole new respect for Alex once I seen her having the baby, like.
Yeah.
And you can't be kiddie about things. You can't be acting like a typical 18-year-old lad or 19-year-old girl. You have to be an 18-year-old man at that stage, you know what I mean? You have to act proper, and you need to find that respect for him.
Yeah? You're talking to me.
It's so mad to think that we grew, like women like grow these human beings with, like, they have brains and like a nervous system and fingers, and it's so weird that she fitted in my stomach like that. That's what I thought, and I was like so mad, and she has this nose and these eyes, and so mad, and she looks like me. Everybody's like, oh, she looks like you so much, and oh, but she looks like Jake as well.
That's a mead woman there.
Getting pregnant is seen as a natural process. However, current accepted statistics across Europe are that approximately 1 in 6 couples will have some difficulty becoming pregnant at some point in their reproductive life. Treatment may be the only option forward for them. The vast majority of IVF cycles are not going to be successful immediately, and it's our responsibility to keep a couple hopeful, but realistically hopeful.
Arriving into the Rotunda are Stacey Jean from Galway and Alan, a native of Waterford. When they first met, they had eyes on a different prize.
We met back in 2010 at the Ladies' Day of the Tramore races. So we don't count the day at the races as our first date, because it was only kind of towards the end of the night that we realised that there was a bit of a spark there.
Yeah.
We had our first kiss that night.
Yeah, you were trying to set me up with your best friend.
I was trying to set you up, but it doesn't really set a romantic tone when you're trying to hook you up with somebody else.
He was very confident.
Some would say overly confident.
Very confident and funny. He was very, very funny, to be fair. So I remember we were up in one of the pubs in Tremor after the races, and a couple came over and said that we were a beautiful couple. They were like, geez, you look lovely together. And we started laughing, going, we've only met, and she thought that we were together for years. So very early on, I think, we discussed a family and said we realised we wanted the same thing. We had the same morals and that, and we wanted children. Both of us kind of did.
Like, we just expected that we'd get pregnant pretty quick, and like everybody else, that we'd get married and maybe go on honeymoon and, you know, conceive there, have a baby, and, you know, 9 months later. You all right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had a lot of fibroids and a lot of cysts and that for the last few years. Growing up in that, I always had stomach pain and that, and then my appendix burst and destroyed one of my fallopian tubes as well when that happened. So we knew there was going to be some issues, we just didn't realise there was as many issues.
You're nervous.
How's everything going through now?
I know.
After numerous tests and investigations, Stacey, Jean and Alan went to meet fertility expert Dr. Rishi to find out why they weren't getting pregnant.
Stacey's bed was right up against a window in the hospital, and it was lovely outside, and we were sitting there, and Dr. Rishi is a fantastic doctor. Like, he really softened the blow, and kind of, you know, he was great with us, really. Like,
it would have been very difficult for them to conceive as a couple naturally with the problems that they presented with. A surgical approach was absolutely necessary prior to undergoing IVF, and that would have probably been realistically their only opportunity.
Following 3 pelvic surgeries, Stacey, Jean and Alan started a series of gruelling IVF treatments.
The first year I was very embarrassed and ashamed.
For no reason, there was no reason to be embarrassed.
Yeah, but there was just human nature, the feeling. So we didn't tell anybody, even though my family probably knew. The second year we told our families.
Yeah.
And by the third year we were telling anybody that would listen.
It's a cool world out there, you know, if you can't have kids. We were at a wedding, and I remember that Stacey's sister-in-law was asking just routinely about how everything was going and with the IVF and everything. And it took me a while before I realised that I kind of tweaked with me that she might be pregnant. I thought she was kind of testing the waters just about how she'd break the news. Like, they were very apprehensive about telling us, and they told us, and we were delighted, and we were so happy for them. We really were, and we hugged and we kissed and everything. And later on that evening, I remember, and I'll never forget it, we went out for a dance on the dance floor, and suddenly we just looked at each other and we were both crying. And everybody else was happy, and it was real kind of like a surreal moment where it was just the two of us, and we could have been on the dance floor on our own at the time. And I remember we said to each other, look, we'll give each other the rest of the dance. We'll cry and we'll hug and nobody will notice. And then when the song is over, we'll clean ourselves up and we'll go back and everything will be fine. And we did. And we were delighted. Like, we were delighted for them, but we were sad as well. You all right? So, but yeah, you okay?
On the prenatal ward, Natasha has been induced because of her twins' reduced movements. By her side are Andrew and her mum Naomi, for whom it's a particularly intense time.
Well, I was a twin as well, and my sister, she passed away at birth. She was stillborn. And I called Natasha my rainbow baby because I was pregnant with twin boys, and I gave birth to them here at 6 months gone, and they were stillborn.
I was like in full on labour, like I was about to have the babies in the ward, and the nurse had to rush me down in a wheelchair. Everything was happening so fast, like I didn't think I'd get to the ward in time, like. On the previous pregnancies, my mum was there both times. So when she was bringing the bags up, because it was so quick, she didn't have a chance to leave the room, so she was just there.
Christine is my name. I'm one of the midwives. They'll be looking after you. How are you? Good strong contractions there.
As labour is progressing so quickly, Natasha doesn't have time for an epidural.
As soon as we got into the room, she was like breathing through the gas and she just started pointing down. And then the nurse lifted up the sheet and then you can see the baby's head.
That's it. Your baby's first head is born. Everything is fine. You're doing fantastic. Okay, baby's coming now. That's it. That's it. Now. Hello. Now, here's your first little one. Did you know what you were having? A little girl. 1759. Congratulations.
Twin 1 was in a hurry to come, and that was a very straightforward normal delivery. The delivery of the first twin can be stressful on the second twin.
Natasha is scanned to see what position twin 2 is in.
Twin 2 is foot in breech, which means that the feet are coming first.
With each contraction pushing twin 2 out feet first, every second counts to deliver the baby safely.
Is there anything you want, or?
No.
Are you sure?
I can't have anything.
For Stacey, Jean and Alan, the road to fertility has been long and difficult. Over the last 3 years, they have had 2 failed IVF cycles. The third was possibly to be their last.
The first time our pregnancy test came back negative, and that was a hard day.
Yeah, we thought after getting through every other stage, we thought this was our time. Our luck was changing now that we'd the hard bit done.
Our second cycle, we didn't get the follicles far enough over the line, so we had to scrap that cycle. And then the third cycle,
my body was getting used to the medication, so they upped the dosage and make it higher and higher. And I was getting to a very high dosage where if my body wasn't reacting to this, it probably wouldn't react for future cycles. So we were worried about that part. So we kind of wrote this cycle off, saying, right, we'll go through the motions. It's not working. We're barely getting above the line.
Yeah, we got 3 eggs, and after the 5-day wait, we had 1 embryo. Give us a kick. 3 o'clock in the morning, I was woken up to a positive pregnancy test. You're meant to do it after 2 weeks. Stacey never waits the 2 weeks.
Very hard.
We cried and we hugged and we kissed and we were delighted. And I've never seen a happier pregnant woman in my life. Stacey was just so happy.
Yeah.
We got the call from the clinic to say that the bloods came back, and "You're very pregnant" was the word that she said.
Gonna miss it. I'm missing it already. But I still don't think I'm letting myself believe it until I have the baby there and everything is okay.
At last, after almost 5 years trying to conceive, it's time for Stacey, Jean and Alan to go to theatre for their baby's delivery.
Right, let's go meet this baby. I'm crying already.
Natasha's first twin was born within minutes of her arrival to delivery room 9. Her second baby is in breech position.
Now, Natasha, we're going to put your legs up in stirrups.
There was 2 very senior doctors there. The feet were extremely high, so the registrar had to internally examine Natasha to hold the feet in position.
Push. That's it. That's it. Right down to your bottom. Hold it and push down. That's it.
Her foot slipped out of her hand, and I could literally feel her swim away, and then feel your one's hand just grab her leg. Then I'm like, oh my God, imagine feeling that in your stomach. Big push.
Go, girl. That's it. Go. That's it. And one more. And then the contraction's gone. Contraction. Natasha, listen to me. I'm going to take the gas.
No, you're not. And she was like, no, we need to take that back. I was like, you're not taking it anywhere.
We'd really like you to have another normal delivery, okay? So if you work with us, we'll have the baby really soon.
And when the contraction comes, Natasha, give a big push down.
Push down more.
Come on, right
no,
down.
No, not push it. Natasha, please remove that from your mouth. You have to.
Remove your hand from there, please. Get your hand away from me, please.
Natasha.
You did a bit of shouting, I did a bit of shouting. The poor midwives got the brunt of it, didn't they?
Please give me the gas for 1 moment.
No. Tasha, what, man?
Come on, you have to work with Natasha.
Now, give the gas.
No.
No? No. Do you want this baby out?
Natasha, you have to work with, please.
You got the contraction, push.
Yeah,
okay,
go for it, go front. No, come on.
Your body's telling you what to do. So like I was like trying to listen to my body instead of trying to listen to everybody else.
That's it. I know, come on. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Very good.
That's it. Now, 18, 17. Now, your baby's foot is out, okay? You're doing great.
It's not an everyday occurrence, and when you see a baby being delivered by breech, you know, there may be a delay with the head coming. It is a challenging situation.
That's it. Now, Natasha. That's it. Now, Natasha. 18. Now, she's just a little bit stunned because that one was a little bit hard on her, okay? So we're just going to bring her over to the baby doctor. Yes, it is a girl.
She's fine. She just, if it was just a bit more pressure. Like Andrew was looking over, he was holding Amelia. And I just went over to Andrew. I said, Andrew, she'll be fine. She'll be grand. My own heart was sinking as well, like, you know. And I'd gone over, I said, is she going to be okay? And he said, yeah, she's fine.
There she goes.
You all right? Come on. Are you your sister?
Hello, Missy. You got to open your eyes? I see one.
When I started crying. Like she never cried at the other births, and she just started sobbing. But I think it's because like obviously like she had twins before me and she lost them.
The twins will now be tested for cystic fibrosis. Natasha and Andrew will know the results in a few weeks.
The minute you have the baby, like the pay goes, like you can't remember. Like even now, like you still get the twins mixed up.
No.
And they don't even look like each other. Yeah, you do.
No, I don't get mixed up.
There you have it.
They look nothing alike. Like one has like loads of hair. One has like not like a granddad hair.
Now, look downer than that, and that's what makes it all worthwhile now, doesn't it? All that pain.
Stacey, Jean and Alan are on their way to theatre. With Stacey's previous surgeries, a C-section is the safest method of delivery. The sense of expectation is building.
You all right? You sure? You want to back out? You keep it in there?
I walked that corridor 4 times beforehand for my operations. It was always the same, walking down the same corridor into the theatre.
Oh yeah, it could be my last one.
Yeah.
Touch now.
It is.
I should look.
Do you know what you're having again? No, that's surprise. Okay. Do you want me to show you?
Do you know what we're having?
No, I don't. No, you'll be the first to know nearly. You'll be the first.
Every operation was hope. Every operation I got done, it was like, right, this is going to fix everything, we'll get pregnant now. Do you know, so you always left there with hope. So it was, but you always walk down hearing other people delivering babies.
Yeah.
Here's all I guess I'll see you in there. Love you. See you in a minute.
No, can you just
All I want to do is just see the child's face and know that it's healthy and it's fine. I really don't. If it's a boy, I will be shocked. I really just don't. Whenever I think ahead of christenings and birthdays and Christmases and stuff, it's always a girl. And I just don't know why that is. I'm just fully convinced. So I will be very shocked if it's a boy. I'd love a boy as much as a girl. So once the child is healthy and happy, I don't care what sex it is, you know. You know, maybe it'd be gender neutral, who knows? That's okay too. I scrubbed up well, and Stacey was very happy that they were
The
Galway colours, that they were maroon scrubs.
And getting into the same room and seeing some of the staff and going, right, well, I've had her and her before. And I was like, this is good, this is a good omen.
Then me realising, oh my God, we're about to meet this child that we've tried for so many years to make.
You might feel a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
Okay. You're okay. No, true man. Just keep doing it. No, true man. Okay.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Let's see, what have we got, guys? What have we got? It's we're right. Is there? Hi, Mom, my God. Oh, she's not happy with me. I'm just going to let her relax down on your tummy for a minute.
Thank you.
Congratulations, both of you.
She looks perfect. I forgot to look and see what she was. I was just looking at her face. I was like, oh, it's a baby. It's a baby. We've heard her crying. She's the image of you.
Look at her, she's beautiful. I'm going to take her to the wall.
She's the image of you.
Pretty nice and warm.
I don't remember a time without her. As soon as she was there, I was like, yeah, that's my baby girl.
It was worth it all, wasn't it? It was almost like you always knew her. Like that she was always someone that was always there, not someone that you met 3 minutes ago. She's beautiful. And suddenly you're just a father in a corridor with a baby, and you know, you're looking down and they're looking up at you and hi. Hi. You look at her and she smiles at you, and you know, you feed her, and it's just, we're so lucky. You know, we're so lucky. Yeah, it's just been unbelievable. Like, we took a photo and of the two of us just after the embryo had been implanted into Stacey, and the fact, you know, like the thought that this baby has come from that is just unbelievable. The fact that Stacey grew this little girl inside of her, and you know, that pregnancy was just full of love, and it was full of, we loved every minute of the pregnancy. We loved it, you know, and we're going to love you even more. Yeah.